car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I?
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Carolina Panthers. Taken from about the 12. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Their own 28-yard line.
Too strong. They get there and take him down. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
But we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. That's complete to Hightower. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down.
Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you've got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
Number 26,
the former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 44, Wentz. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was hoping to get that to John Hightower. Third down here.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. 20. There he goes right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Panthers. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack it. Blitz coming And down he goes. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, Wentz. He'll fire it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor, 85 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
52 is the mic right now, over there, right?
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Taking a shot for Samuel. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
4th down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll air this one. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Eagles' 8-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. A great effort there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now Wentz. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. But now it's 3rd down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. This will be taken in by Hightower. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
9 yards.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Again, it's Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaq Thompson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Wentz now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Yetur Gross-Matos. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's 2nd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to go down again. Derek Brown able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Troy Pride. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
2nd and 10. At the Eagles.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a handoff here to his running back. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14.
Panthers 20, Eagles 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 3. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And it'll move the chains.
1st and 10.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
For Philadelphia.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
He was brought down by Josh Sweat. Brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Panthers 31, Eagles 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw is Wentz. He'll fire it deep. It got his man. Complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit.
The kick is
and his kick is right through.
Makes the score Panthers 31, Eagles 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Brought down by Avery.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play? I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Back at the 48.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Deion Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And no, it's incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
A gain of 2.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
21. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
He was covered.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Number 28, the ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
18 more yards. That's
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Goal at the 9-yard line.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
At the 12-yard line.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Eagles 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.